Mr. Neighborhood Phoenix Ash. I hope everybody is having a good day. Not gonna lie, I love Pando. Let the peasant know I arrived. Okay, let the peasant know I've arrived. Here we go. Hi, Ryder. My Pando is going crazy today. Why is that chat going away just because I'm dropping? There, I'll do that. That works. Yeah, I know. Pando is going crazy. No problem. All right, let me. Do. Okay. Flowchart. Where were we? We've come to a dead end. Dead end. I think we needed a key for that. That we don't have yet. That we needed a key for that we don't have yet. And we're not ready for yet. Actually, can we go on to that now? Lock. Okay. Actually, can we? Did that get unlocked? No one here, huh? Damn, where did she go? Then suddenly the world shifted. For just an instant, I was somewhere else entirely. My mind reeled, and then, just as I'd begun to adjust, it was gone. as if nothing had happened. What was that? It was the same sensation I felt when I saw the vision of the bombs exploding. Had it been a premonition? This is bad. I need to find Alice now. But where could she be? Damn it, Alice, where are you? Crew quarters. Yeah. Yeah. That has to be it. No lying down on the job. We got it, achievement! I set off at a dead run. I'm surprised at how much I remember since we haven't played in like a couple months now. I set off at a dead run. The moment I entered the crew hallway, I made it straight for the door to the number 2 room. Alice should be in here. I swallowed and threw open the door. Alice, that you were here. As I spoke, her eyes turned towards mine, but didn't get the feeling that they were looking at mine. Her skin was pale and sickly, and one of her hands held the scalpel like I'd caught her in the middle of something.
What are you doing here?
It's okay. I'm just here to help you.
Help me? What do you mean?
Just let go of that scalpel.
No. I need it to get this bracelet off.
Huh?
Remember what Zero Jr. told us? The bracelet comes off when your heart stops. So I just have to...
Stop! Before I even finished the word, I was running. I grabbed both her arms and wrenched them back, pulling the blade away from her chest.
No! Let me go! I have to do this! I can't take it anymore. This whole thing is like a nightmare I can't wake up from. The only way I'm going to get out of here is to die!
Knock it off! With a grunt, I tore the scalpel from her hands. It was a second before I felt a burning pain in my left hand. I apparently cut myself getting the damn thing away from her. Very quickly, it progressed from a dull throbbing to a hot line of pain across my palm. I clenched my teeth and squeezed my hand tight. I was so focused on my pain that I barely heard Alice collapse. She didn't respond when I shook her. Hey, are you alright? Alice, say something. There was a moment of terror before I realized she was still breathing. I didn't know why, but it seemed she'd only passed out. Shit, what am I supposed to do now? Oh man, maybe the infirmary? It's got all those medical things. Welcome back! Buoyed by adrenaline, I hefted Alice's body and took off towards the infirmary. I've been doing okay. Surviving.
Alright, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
Vi had called everyone else back after I'd brought Alice to the infirmary. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her?
Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. It's a special antiviral treatment. Whether or not there's any around here, though.
No! No! Oh, Alice! I don't want you to die! Please! Please don't die! I don't want to be alone! Don't die!
Clover wrapped her arms around Alice's unconscious body and began to sob. None of us had the heart to pull her off, so all we could do was stand and watch uncomfortably.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Guys, I think we should get back to the warehouse.
What about Alice and Quark?
I guess we're just gonna have to leave them behind.
No! I'm not leaving!
Clover.
I'm staying here! Like heck I'm gonna leave Alice all alone!
She's going to be fine. I gave her some Soberil. She'll just be sleeping like Quark.
I don't care! I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself.
Everything's coming up Sigma, huh? What a lucky, lucky man you are. You two are gonna be playing against Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally. That means if she stays here, the two of you are gonna be sitting pretty. Especially you, Sigma. After all, you've got 6 BP right now.
Are you saying I'm gonna choose Betray?
If you do, you'll get what you need to escape.
You bastard. There's no way I'll do that.
Is that so?
Yes, it is so. For one, I'm not the only one making this decision. Luna's my partner, and she'll be in the AB room with me. You really think she'd just stand by and let me do something like that? Back me up here, Luna.
Well, actually I was planning to let you make the decision.
See? Told you. You can lie to us if you want, but you can't lie to yourself.
Hi, Jean!
If I might make a suggestion, what if Sigma and Luna both remained here? Should all 3 of you abstain, then you would all be guaranteed to ally.
Hi, Shard! Nope, doesn't work like that. Here, take a look at this. I pulled the scrap of paper out of my pocket.
Huh?
Blah, blah, blah. So, love the evil cat I made. That's a pando. You too, Shard. Have fun. Yeah, Pando's being absolutely sassy this month. Yeah, it seems like Milton has us in his line of sight, so I will be keeping y'all updated. Just FYI.
What's this?
We found it when we went to the archives.
There wasn't anything like this in the pantry.
Nothing in the garden either.
I guess they only put one in the archives. Whatever. I'll just read it for you. Lovely. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. Get it? The whole team can't abstain.
That means either Dio or Tenmyoji's going to have to vote then. And they're playing against Alice. Oh. I guess playing against is a little generous.
So Alice is guaranteed to vote ally, which means that if Dio picks Betray...
Knock it off. You trying to get back at me for what I said earlier? No way am I gonna choose Betray. You do know her BP's at 1, right? What do you think would happen to her if I did that?
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
What?
Cool it, boys. Don't worry. I'm gonna be in that room too.
Oh yeah? Don't worry, hurricane season. It's not usually that bad here. This year has been just a monstrous year. Two monster hurricanes in 2 weeks.
I'd planned to stay here with Quark, just to make sure he was safe. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna have that luxury. I can't trust Dio to make a decision for all 3 of us. That means we're gonna be sharing a room, bucko. I've got my eye on you. Happy now, Sigma?
Yeah, thanks. That's a relief.
Exactly.
Oh man, everybody's against me. Whatever shall I do?
Can't be too careful. I wouldn't want to see Alice killed by an unfortunate accident.
What do you mean, accident?
Oh! Tenmyoji, before we went into the CDs, you told Alice there was something you wanted to tell her. What was it?
Huh? Oh, that, well, I mean, look, it wasn't important. Just forget about it.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Trying to learn basketball?
Time's running out, people. Clover and I will stay here and keep an eye on Alice and Quark. Everyone else needs to go.
What?
You're staying too?
Yeah. If something does happen, Clover might need a hand.
Aren't you a solo? You're playing against Kay and Quark. But with Quark out, that means Kay would get to decide this whole round.
Are you saying that you trust me?
Yes.
Even though I have 6 BP?
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you nuts? What happens when he gets 9 BP?
I'm not worried. Kay won't betray me.
How can you know that?
I just know, I guess.
You just know? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Has something happened between Fi and Kay while they were out exploring?
I understand. I can hardly betray trust like that, can I? I will vote for our team.
Good. We're counting on you.
I've had enough of this bullshit.
4 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Kay is always nice. Sometimes. Can trust nobody. Oh, cool.
Come on! We need to hurry!
All right, you kids. Take care of those 2, okay?
Of course.
We promise.
I gave one last quick nod to Fi and Clover before heading back to the warehouse at a dead-end run. At a dead run. Dead-end run, yeah, that made sense. Everybody ready? I'm going to open my AB gate. Although I guess that doesn't really matter. Dio already opened one earlier.
Then only you and I remain.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Yep. We're still on the ship. No, that was the last game. We were on a ship in the last game. This is the second game. Okie dokie. Thanks for
2
coming.
minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What are you going to do? I mean, how are you going to vote?
No question. If Clover isn't voting, then she's defaulting to ally. Betraying someone who isn't even playing hardly seems fair.
Of course, I think so too. I'm just glad to hear you say it.
Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the Nonary Game didn't seem so scary. Then she spoke.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand?
Huh?
There's something white on it.
There's what? The hell? Him and I are on the same team! For the first time since I'd found Alice in the crew quarters, I looked down at my hand. Across the palm was some sort of strange white liquid. For a moment, I thought I was somehow touched some white paint or something similar. But the truth was far stranger. The liquid is coming from my hand. It was coming from the cut I'd given myself when I grabbed the scalpel away from Alice. But why? Where was the blood? I felt a very odd sort of fear begin to wrap its hand around my throat. Quickly, I held my palm against my chest. I shouldn't have let Luna see that.
Are you all right?
Yeah, it's nothing. I went to the pantry while I was looking for Alice. There was some milk and I spilled it. It sounded even stupider as I said it.
Really?
Yeah.
But
Just shut up. It's fine, alright? I'm fine. Leave me alone. I regretted the words the moment they were out of my mouth, but something was wrong, very wrong, and my head was spinning.
Sigma.
Oh man. I'm so sorry. Just don't worry about it, okay?
30 seconds remain until polling closes.
There was no time left. I had to vote. I turned and faced the machine. I took a few deep breaths, but the chaos in my mind refused to calm itself. Calm down. Just calm down. You need to think about the AB game right now. Just forget about your hand. Who was I kidding? There was no way I could forget about something like this.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game holding closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First, I'm gonna ally.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game.
I said I was going to, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation.
We'll go back and betray
Ambidex
after
gates
we get to the end of
now
this one.
Opening.
Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others filling out of their rooms as we did.
So you chose Ally after all?
Yeah. To be honest, the AB game was the last thing on my mind. As chaotic as my thoughts were, they all centered on one thing: the mysterious white liquid.
Do you want to go see the results?
Sure. Luna nodded and walked off towards the projection, but I couldn't move. I glanced around to make sure no one was watching and opened my hand. The liquid didn't seem to have clotted or run out, since it was still oozing thickly out of the slit in my hand. What in the hell is this? It couldn't be blood, could it? No. That was impossible. No matter how many white blood cells clumped together, you'd never get anything that looked like that. And I'd never seen my blood do this before. In 22 years of life, I've seen my body bleed many times. Scraped knees as a kid, accidental nicks with a knife as an adult, but every single time I'd bled red, like any other human being. So why was it this time? It was white. What in the hell is happening to me?
Hey, Sigma, what are you doing? Get the hell over here. They're gonna show the results.
Yeah, right. On my way. I did my best to compose myself and headed over to join the others.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Everyone allied like they were supposed to.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
This is incredible. Look, everyone voted Ally. You did just like you promised, Kay.
How could I choose Betray after what Phi said to me?
Tenmyoji and Dio voted Ally too.
Of course. If we hadn't, Alice would have died.
Yeah, well, that's about it, I guess.
We should thank the both of you as well. I'm happy to see you also chose Ally.
Oh, I didn't have anything to do with it. That was all Sigma.
Then thank you very much, Sigma. Sigma? Sigma, are you alright?
Come on, what's wrong? Just say something.
Huh? Oh, yeah, looks like we all allied. That's great.
Sigma, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, you've been acting a little out of it ever since we came out of the AB rooms. What happened? You make it past at Luna and get shot down?
No, nothing like that.
Hey man, it was a joke. You remember what that is? A joke? You're in pretty bad shape, huh?
Oh yeah? Before Dio could continue, the heavy metal rumble of the doors shutting echoed through the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round.
Bishop the Android.
Star
Never heard of that.
are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star Keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
That's probably why I hadn't
We
heard
can
of
open
it.
the gates as many times as we want to? Then that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we like, right?
Hey, Zero Jr. said something about this, didn't he?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled out automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, right. Sorry to be a pain, but could you all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all your colors and assignments are.
Everyone nodded and held their arms out towards them. I stared at them, terrified to follow suit, but certain that refusing would only draw more suspicion. I held my arm out, hand tightened into a white-knuckled fist to hide the cut. When their eyes landed on my hand, my heart skipped a beat.
Huh. So Dio and Kay are a yellow pair. Luna and I are both pairs, but our colors are different.
Right. You're a cyan, and I'm magenta.
That makes Sigma the only solo, huh? A red solo. So what are the 4 we left in the infirmary?
Luna and I are pairs, so 2 of them are our partners.
That means the other 2 are solos. Although, I guess we don't know what colors they are.
They're probably green and blue.
Why's that?
Didn't you see them? There are a bunch of white doors in the Floor B warehouse. They have to be the next set of chromatic doors.
Ah, yes. Phi and I saw them as well. On our way back from the garden with the unconscious Quark. And there they were.
I just realized I knew I was forgetting something.
Each one had a box just like the doors on floor A. Given that, I don't see how there can be any question. Those white doors are our next set of chromatic doors.
I think that our bracelet combinations will have to add up to white in order to open the secondary doors. The pairs are cyan, magenta, and yellow. You see?
Yeah. If we need to make white, then the other 3 colors would have to be red, green, and blue.
Right.
Good. Now that we've got that figured out, I'm heading back to the infirmary for a bit. I want to check up on Quark and Alice.
Sorry.
I shall accompany you then.
Might as well go with you, I guess. No real reason to hang out here.
What will you 2 do?
I need to talk to Sigma about something. Something?
The usual pleasant expression had been replaced with something much more sullen. She must have noticed that there was something wrong with me. That was what she wanted to talk about. I was sure of it. Okay, fine. I managed to make my voice sound almost relaxed.
Whoa, hold on. A private talk? What are you guys plotting?
We're not plotting anything. I promise, it's nothing.
Fine, whatever. See if I care.
Dio tossed his head with a mixture of arrogance and feigned disinterest, and marched out of the yellow door. Tenmyoji and Kei quickly followed. In only moments, all three had disappeared. So, what was it that you wanted to talk about? I was almost certain I knew, but there was always hope. I did my best to act as if I was genuinely confused.
Oh, I don't really like this room. Could we go somewhere else?
Okay.
Good. I found somewhere nice when I was looking for Alice earlier.
As strange as her request was, I had no reason to object. I kept my mouth shut and followed Luna as she headed off. The garden.
You know this place?
Yes, well, sort of. I came here once when I was looking for Alice.
Oh, I see.
So, what brings you here?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in the whole facility with anything green. I feel kind of silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. Oh, there's a bench over there. Would you like to sit down with me?
She sat down softly and gently, and I lowered myself down next to her. So, what did you want to talk to me about? Instead of answering, Luna lifted the tiny birdcage pendant she wore into the palm of her hand. She was silent for a moment and then began to talk.
Can I tell you something? This is actually a music box.
Really?
Yes.
She twisted the key on the bottom and it made an almost imperceptible winding noise. When she released it, soft, clear notes drifted out. It's a nice song. Why'd you bring that up, though?
Because I wanted you to know, I guess. I wanted you to know more about me. Maybe it's because I'm so shy, but I don't really have any friends. Or even any acquaintances, really. So I've sort of always been alone. It was really hard. I felt so lonely a lot of the time. And it hurt. It felt like I was just kind of going to collapse from the inside out. That was when I got this music box. Someone very important gave it to me. They didn't say anything, but I felt like there was an unspoken message behind it. Luna, happiness is closer than you think. Do you know Maeterlinck's The Bluebird?
Yeah. Well, I know the gist of it. I think it starts on Christmas Eve. This brother and sister named Titil and Mittil gets asked to find a bluebird by this old woman and they travel to the dream world. Or something. Anyway, supposedly if you can catch this bird, then you can make a wish come true. So they visit all these different places, but they can't find it. Eventually, they give up and go home. But when they wake up, the bird is in a bird cage in their hut.
That's right. It's a well-known story, and it teaches a simple lesson.
Yeah, like you said, happiness is closer than you think.
Right. It got me thinking. Maybe the person who gave me this music box was trying to tell me just that. I don't know if that's true. Maybe all of this is just in my head, but I really felt like that was what they'd meant. It was so kind. I kept it with me all the time, like a kind of good luck charm. But one day I realized something. There was another meaning to the bluebird. In Maeterlinck's original story, it doesn't end with them waking up.
There's more?
Yes. When Til and Nittil try to feed the bird, it leaves the cage and flies away. And then the story ends.
Whoa. What about the moral then?
It changes. Now the message is that just when you think you found happiness, you'll lose it again. I thought about that for a while, but in the end, it didn't change how I felt. I don't know what they intended it to mean when they gave it to me, but I decided how I was going to look at it. It means that happiness is something you should always be looking for, and it's only when you're pursuing happiness that you're truly happy. You know, Sigma, I think you might be Til.
What?
You know, the boy who the old lady asked to find the bluebird on Christmas Eve.
What are you trying to say?
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Where did you find Alice?
What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. Where did you find Alice?
Room 2 in the crew quarters.
Where were you before that?
I was in the lounge. That was after we'd split up to go look for Alice. The first place I went was the lounge.
So you went from the lounge to the crew quarters, where you found Alice. And then you rushed her to the infirmary, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me this then. How do you know about the garden? Just now you said you'd come here when you were looking for Alice, didn't you? That doesn't make any sense. There wouldn't have been any time for you to visit the garden while you were looking for Alice. So tell me, Sigma, how do you know about this place?
Well, I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even explain it to myself. Why had I told her I knew about the garden? Why had I told her I'd been there before?
Sigma, are you a robot? Have you always been here?
What?
See, it would make so much sense if you were. That would explain why you knew about the garden, and it would explain that cut on your left hand.
Damn, so you did see it, huh?
Yes. I've been told that robots these days have what's called artificial biological tissue, or ABT, on top of a metal skeleton. It makes them look almost exactly like a human. And ABT uses this white liquid instead of blood.
For some reason, when Luna had called me a robot, it hadn't really fazed me. Maybe because it was just so out there. Maybe it didn't sound like a real possibility. It sounded more like a theory you'd get from someone in a nut house. Still, my hand was still oozing white liquid. Was I really a robot? No, that was impossible. I needed to stop doing that. Questioning myself so much was giving me a heart palpitations. Luna, aren't you a little scared?
Scared? Why would I be scared?
Well, let's say I am a robot. That means there's a pretty good chance Zero's pulling my strings. That would make me your enemy.
Oh, I guess so. Well, even if you were, I wouldn't be scared.
Why not?
Maybe because you're a robot.
Huh?
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? They were a set of rules created by the science fiction author Isaac Asimov that he used in several of his stories.
Rule 1. A robot may not injure a human being or, through an action, allow a human being to come to harm. Rule 2. A robot must obey any orders given to it by human beings, except when such orders would conflict with the first law. Rule 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. Oh yeah, I've heard those before. That's just an ideal, though. You could work towards that, but I don't think you could ever actually achieve it. I mean, depending on how you program them, robots could do pretty much whatever they wanted to do.
Yes, you're right. But I believe in them. In you. However you're programmed, I don't think you'd break any of the 3 laws. A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. That's not you. You have a heart. You're a good person. It's in your eyes. Well, I guess I'm just kind of assuming you're a robot. There's still a chance you're not. We should run some tests.
Tests?
Yes.
How?
Well, the Atom should be able to tell us.
Oh yeah, that thing in the infirmary. I heard the crunch of dried leaves behind us. When I turned, there was nothing. Who is it?
Is someone there?
Just me.
Bye.
Sorry, but can you guys come over here? I need you to see something.
Luna and I looked at one another, shrugged, and stepped into the bushes. La 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 la.
Welcome.
What? How long have you been here?
I just got here a little while ago.
Did you hear what we were saying?
No. Were you talking about something you didn't want me to know about? Whatever. Just have a look at this.
I followed the line of her finger. Shit! This is...
Antimatter bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
It says 01.
And the one in the crew quarters said 3, right? Then that must mean...
Shit. And there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there somewhere?
I can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Yeah, you did. Damn it. That means we're dealing with a combined explosive power equal to 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who planted them?
Was it you guys? I mean, you've been in here quite a while.
Hey, don't give me that. You're way more suspicious than we are. What were you doing in the bushes anyway?
Well, I was taking a walk.
Taking a walk? You really think about that?
Fine. You got me. I heard you two were off talking in secret. So I got curious and went back to the Floor A warehouse. Of course you weren't there. That seemed pretty suspicious to me, so I headed here. And just as I'd suspected, there you were talking on the bench. I snuck up from behind so you wouldn't notice me. Then, just as I was getting close enough to hear, I found the bomb. So, believe me now?
So who planted the bomb?
Honestly, it could have been any one of us. Anybody could have come here while we were all looking for Alice.
We need to tell everyone about this then.
Yeah, you're right. Let's head back to the infirmary. You did call it, Jean. Everyone else was already there when we arrived. Clover and Tenmyoji. Kay and Dio. And of course, Alice and Quark. Both seemed to be sleeping peacefully. You'd never think to look at them that they had been completely insane not so long ago. All right, everyone, listen up. I told them how we'd found the number 1 bomb in the garden. And how, judging by the numbering on the 2 bombs we'd found so far, there was probably a number 2 bomb out there somewhere too.
Oh, this is bad.
And actually, if you remember, and I know this is pressing a little back, there's probably also a number 0 bomb. Because if you remember from a flash from Zio's ending, Phi is trying to get the password for the 0 bomb. So, just food for thought. So we know there's 2 bombs out there, not just 1.
What are we going to do?
Well, I think Alice mentioned something.
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Yeah. That's why I want all of you to let me search you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Chances are whoever planted those bombs is in this room. There's also a good chance they've also got the device we need to deactivate the bombs.
So you're planning to search us for it?
Exactly.
But...
No buts. If you refuse, then I'll assume it's because you've got it and you planted the bombs. Unless you want that, I suggest you cooperate. Clear? Good. Now who's going to be first?
Wait.
Huh?
You only need to search 1 person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized what I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Phi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person. I choose you! Objection! The room is suddenly silent. To be continued? Come on, it even showed the moon! It even showed the moon, which we've seen! What do you mean to be continued? Oh, come on! That's not funny! Well, I guess we can go down this path, which is really short. Are you ready to be called evil? Because we're about to be the most evil shits. But me raging about it is kind of funny, huh?
2 minutes remain until Amberdick's game polling closes.
What are you going to do? I mean, how are you going...
You've seen this.
Of course, I'm just glad to... Sigma, there's something... What?
Skipping through this, because we'll see new stuff now. There we go. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others filing out of their rooms as we did.
Why?
I didn't have an answer for her. All I could think about was that white liquid. What was it? Some kind of discharge? Blood? No, it couldn't be blood. Blood wasn't white. That was insane. I was lost in thought when Luna spoke.
I'm going to the infirmary.
Huh? Don't you want to see the
Why?
results?
I already know what they're going to be.
Her usually warm personality seems to have gone cold. Whether it was because I chose a betrayer or because she'd noticed that something was wrong with my body, I couldn't say.
Excuse me.
And with that, she was gone. I turned back towards the projection. With heavy steps, I'd headed towards Kei, Dio, and Tenmyoji.
Results
You know, I
from
do not
round
remember
2
this. I'm going to
of
be
the
completely
Amberdick's
honest.
game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Did I kill someone?
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What the hell?
Sigma has 9 BP?
See? I told you! The bastard's finally showing his true colors.
What the hell are you doing? Clover isn't even voting.
I have misjudged you. I never thought you would do something so cowardly.
There was nothing I could say. I had chosen betrayal of my own volition. But had I really? Had I really pressed that button of my own free will? The more I thought about it, the more I felt as if some other force had guided my hand to the button. Perhaps it had been fear? I was scared by the white fluid that had appeared on my palm. Maybe that had been the tipping point, and I had decided that I had to escape as soon as possible. Damn the consequences. If I got out, then the nightmare would be over. That's all it was, right? A nightmare. It couldn't be real. White blood was insane. Impossible. But that was when I looked up and saw the others staring at my hand. Shit. I quickly put my hand behind my back, but it was already too late. They moved towards me like wolves closing in for the kill.
Sigma? What was that?
He was cut. It must have been blood.
But why was it white?
Isn't that obvious? He's not human.
Not human?
No, what are you saying? Of course I'm human. I'm 100% human.
Then explain that white stuff.
I swear to God, I have no idea what it is. You have to believe me.
I'm afraid you're not being very convincing.
Oh, you're one to talk. We can't even see you. You could be a robot. Maybe that's not even a suit, and that's just you. Robot you.
No, that seems extremely unlikely. However bad my amnesia might be, I am quite sure of my humanity. I am, without a doubt, not a robot.
They probably just programmed you to think that.
Alright, it's pretty obvious this guy's dangerous and probably unhinged. We should take him down.
I agree.
Looks like there's no other way. Now that he's got 9 BP from stabbing Clover in the back, there's a good chance he'll try and get out of here by himself.
Hey, hold on a minute. Let's not do anything rash. I didn't have a choice. I spun around and ran for the number 9 door.
No, I don't think so!
Shit! Let go! Let go of me! I was no match for all 3 of them. Before I could take 2 steps, I was on the floor, pinned. The desperation was only getting stronger, however, and I writhed and twisted in a futile attempt to get free. I'll explain it here in a minute. God damn it, you have to let me go! This is all some kind of mistake. A misunderstanding. It's a conspiracy.
So, there's a conspiracy to turn your blood white? You're a funny guy.
Stop trying to get away. It's over.
Shit! Get off me! Let me
If
go!
you won't calm down, then you leave me no choice. I'd hoped we could avoid this. Try not to struggle too much.
No, don't! The first thing I felt when I woke up was the hard pain of a bruise all the way across my neck. Pain must have suffocated me. My head felt like it had been stuffed with cotton, and I had to put out a hand to steady myself as I stood up. Where am I? Is this the infirmary? How long had I been out? My foot bumped into something, and I looked down to see the injection gun. A glass vial labeled Soporil was still attached to it. The anesthetic. After choking me, they made sure I wasn't getting up in the near future. That meant I could have been asleep for a long time. Where is everyone? I glanced around the room. It was empty, except for me. It took me a moment to realize what was especially odd about that. Okie doke. Even Quark and Alice had disappeared. What the hell's going on? That was when I noticed it. Quark and Alice weren't the only things that had disappeared. Two other very important things were also gone. My bracelet and my left hand. For a long moment, I just stared, dumbstruck. What I was seeing couldn't possibly be real. But there it was, a smooth cross-section of my arm where a hand should have been. A thick, white liquid dripped slowly from the stump. Whoa, what is this? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! I'm not trying that. A scream clawed its way out of my body, taking my mind with it. Then after that, nothing. Bad end! Do you unlock any other ends? I don't see any. Still don't have the password to that. So that's blue. That's yellow. I did not mean to do that. Sorry. I didn't mean to hit circle. Okay, we want yellow. We've gone through magenta and blue, now we want yellow. We're going with Tenmyoji. I'm thinking we'll go through the yellow door with Tenmyoji. That sound good to you guys?
Sure.
Fine.
That means Dio and I will go with Alice.
And we'll be going through the magenta door.
All right then.
Better than getting stuck with that crusty old fart, I guess.
So, Clover, Luna, and I will be going through the cyan door.
I don't get to go with Alice? I'm sorry. I'll try and stay out of the way. I don't really mind you, but the K guy seems really suspicious.
We're all meeting one another for the first time. Aren't we equally suspicious?
Hey, I'm nothing like you.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
We need to go. The doors are closing.
And let's go! Come on, guys. Move!
3, 2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Ah, we're doing the infirmary. We get to do the infirmary this time.
So this is the... infirmary?
Looks like it. That's what it said on the door, after all.
What the hell? Why is there an infirmary right next to a warehouse?
Well, it's probably here if any
Thanks,
of the workers
Drake.
get sick or hurt.
What workers?
Did you see the size of that place? A little big to just be somebody's garage.
Then you're saying people work here? Or at least did.
Maybe not now, but judging from the lack of dust, someone was here until recently.
There's a door in the back.
Think it'll open?
No way.
How can you be so sure?
Just look at it. You see that thing next to the door? What's it say?
Lock.
Lock.
No dice. It's not moving.
Are you blind? It says lock right there.
Yeah, I just thought, maybe I could force it open?
Right. Let's have a look around, okay?
Yeah, good idea. Maybe there's one of those card keys around here somewhere.
And let's get started. Oh no. Oh look! What's this? A coin? Never seen a coin with a bump like that on one. Like that. Think maybe it's a part of something else. The bump might plug into something, or hook into a notch. Hey, Birdie! Alrighty, Shard. It's a notebook. Maybe there's something important in there? No, I flipped through it earlier. All the pages are blank. Well, that bites. Oh, memory card! You think maybe that something goes in there? I saw something like that in the AB room. Wasn't quite the same size, though. Do you think this is a card reader? Yeah, that'd be my guess. This looks like some kind of handheld scanner. Oh, Panda's had an attitude. Ever since I started streaming again, it's had a catitude. Doesn't appear to be on. It might be part of this thing it's sitting on. Do you think if we turn this on? Yeah, might be able to use it then. This looks like a power button. Try pushing it. Why do I have to push it? Well, it might be a trap or something. That makes me want to push it even less. Fine. I'll push it then. No, I'll do it. Ah! Fine! I just need to push it, right? Please do. Please do. Ugh. Screen is white. Okay, now what are we supposed to scan? How about that square hole in the sheet? The part that's been cut out? Sure, why not? Examining the bed sheet will activate the scanner so you can read the hidden letters. Use that information to enter the 5-digit password and then press the check button. I doubt that's it. You know what? Huh, this seems weird. See, when I scan part of the bed, a letter shows up here. There's probably a bunch of metal plates or something in the mattress. You think the scanner's just reading the letters carved into them? Maybe. My point is you're not going to get anywhere doing that. You need some clues. Aha, I remember. Hey, Delric! You don't remember anything. That's alright. Pillow. I can't move said pillow. What the heck is this? It says AED. Ooh! You may have to go back into some of the VODs. It's an AED, just like it says. Okay, what's an AED? It stands for Adult Erotic Doctor. I'm kidding. It stands for Automated External Defibrillator. I love Tenmyoji. You use it to try to restart someone's heart if they go into cardiac arrest. It uses electricity. Yeah, on YouTube. All my VODs go to YouTube. Automatically. Because I dual stream. So all my VODs are on YouTube. Do you think we could take it out? Probably, but what good's it gonna do you? If your heart stops, sure, it might be useful, but right now, don't think so. But that's part of the reason I dual stream, that way I can, all my stuff goes straight to YouTube. Take the scalpel. A wash basin. It's empty. Really? Whoop! Wait a minute. I saw something. There's a key. And... oh my god, this is a laser gun, isn't it? No, it's an injection gun. Pretty much what it says on the tin. It's a gun-shaped thing that gives injections. Should we take it with us? Nah. It'll just ignite the fires of war. Besides, all it's got in it is some saline solution. You can inject someone with it if you want, but it won't do anything. They said no, can't take it. Let's see. There are a bunch of bottles of medicine here. I've never heard of any of these names. This thing is full of medicine. None of them have labels though. I have no idea what's in any of them. Maybe you should just pick some and take them? No, it's dangerous to mess with medicine you don't understand. So we would be considering a medicine. Oh, you're going fishing in VR? That's cool. Sadly, Sigma's joke was critically trip-hand. Yeah, I need to finish the expedition too. That's probably what we're gonna do tomorrow. Not very generous with other people's, are you? What's this? It says tubocurine on the label. Tubocurine, isn't that? Yeah, the muscle relaxant in our bracelets. This one says Soporil Beta. Hey, honey. I've heard that before. It's one of the drugs in our bracelets. Zero said it's a powerful anesthetic. Well, let me pick that up. There sure are a lot of jars of medicine here. I don't know what they are, though. Okay. There are 3 buttons on this drawer. Well, they got no handle, so I'm guessing those buttons are how we get it open. The thing over each of them looks like some kind of counter. So that means Use the button, check the buttons to enter a pin, and then press the check button. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Huh? She ate! Don't... That little scoundrel is trying to beg you for food when she ate.
I was just curious. I saw it flipped over in protest.
Yo, she's been fed. I know. She's just begging for more food. Damn, I don't get it. Their little icon, yeah. They're not on the bottles, so... Oh, I can say no! Trust me, I can absolutely tell that Muttley no. Oh yeah, I tell her no all the time. Oh, there we go. Five times 5, 22 blocks. You know what a keyhole needs? A key. Awesome. All right. 1, 2. One, two, three. Oh, wait. Wrong. I had... Oh no, I do not give in to puppy dog. She did get lucky when we were over at my mother-in-law's house. But that's only because she got lucky. Oh. Easy. I say no. She learned when Mama says no. Mama says no. Quit begging. Dangerous thing you got there. You know the whole point of the thing is to cut through flesh. Just be careful with it. Yes, I'm aware. Huh, looks like someone cut a square out of the sheet. What do you think it means? I was trying to cut a square out of it. There we go. There we go. There's a piece of fabric sewn in here. It's the same material as the bed sheets. Someone attached a sheet to the sheet? Guess so. Why would someone do that? Oh. Because it looks like it's what we need for the atom? Ask the mouse. He's a rabbit. Piece of fabric. I think the scalpel might do the trick here. Look at that. Key! I think it looks pretty old. Does water run? It does. Well, that went in easy enough. Whoa, what the hell just happened? The whole thing just moved out from the wall. Can you pull it out? What do you mean, pull it out? Huh, yeah, it looks like I can pull the case out. Well, let's have a look at it then. Sure. Move the red, green, and blue blocks to squares that corresponds to their colors. You can move 3 blocks up and down as well as sideways by using the directional buttons. Oh. Fuck. Fudge, I almost had it. Yes. You put in... Yes, I know. It's not that I don't know what to do, it's just trying to get the squares where they need to go. Come on. I almost had it, damn it! This is harder than it looks. I know you, baby Missy. Ugh. I hate these kind of puzzles. I know, but she's already left. Damn it. You know what? Give me just a quick sec. R. Sorry. it! Aw. Piece of cake, my ass! I guess that was a passable performance. Good work. Why do I get the feeling your heart wasn't in that? Hey, did you guys see this? Moving those blocks seemed to have filled in the empty spaces on the front. That's why I couldn't get the right. Oh yeah. So alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 envelopes. And still 2 tonics. Yeah, I know. Apparently I can't remember. 6. Okay. There it is. Aw, yeah! Open sesame. Half a lasagna for breakfast? That's a lot of lasagna. There's something in here. You found a note with colored numbers on it. You can view it by visiting the archive. Go ahead and visit the archive. 312. Don't know what we'll need that for, but you never know. It's empty. What the hell? This thing is filthy. It looks like something's been written on it, but we can't read it like this. Well then. Dirty wash. It's empty. I guess we gotta... A medicine jar. It's full of a white powder. Into the basin you go. Okay, now let's go take that basin. I hope that's soap. Oh, your aunt was over? Gonna get some water for the empty jar, huh? Yeah, pretty clever, right? Don't know if I'd call that clever. I think a 3-year-old could have come up with that plan. Just do it. Fine. This jar is filled with water. Why are all the mirrors? I can't see myself. Junpei could at least see himself. Alright, now I just need to pour the water in. Hey, I've got bubbles! I just soaked the stained fabric in this. There we go. Hospital bed. Square has been cut out. Interesting. You're gonna put that fabric we bleached into the hole on the bed. Yup. Looks like it's exactly the right size. Ah. Give it a shot then. Will do. Oh, look at that! What was that memo? Three, 1, 2. So the 3 would be the triangles, blue would be the pills, and that would be the flasks, I think. That was it! I got it that time! Awesome! Looks like that did it. Good work. The screen changed. Aha! Look at that! Sun, sun, star. Wait a minute. You've seen it too, yeah. There was something like this in the AB room. The symbols are all different though. I take it you too saw one? Yeah, we used a password like this to open the safe in our AB room. You ought to write that down. No, it's cool. I can remember it. You're gonna memorize it? Sure, no sweat. I've got a pretty good memory. We are gonna try that again though. Now I'm guessing on this one. 5, 4. What's 3? Yellow. No. Ah, no. It's... Trying to think of another word that can be made with those letters. didn't get a memory. I missed something? What's this? Some sort of clipboard? There's a memory card. Looks like... I wonder what's on it. See anything around here? Yes. Scrap of paper. Alright, let's see what that... Ah! Something we'd figured out ourselves! You're supposed to put memory card in here. Right. This is a hint. How do you figure that out? Come on, you stupid thing. The 5x5 grid covered by blocks. Now, Birdie's brain and my brain also. Huh? Why'd that left drawer open? There's something in there. There we go. I want to use the scanner. Thank you. There we go. So I did it. Nice, good job. Seems you figured it out. No, that I actually had to get the answer for. Huh? It's different. Symbols changed and they moved around. Well, it's probably related to the safe somehow. Can you remember this, Sigma? Leave it to me. Yeah, that one is actually a real tough one. Because it requires you to mentally put that up to the, up to that. And I wasn't about to draw that out, personally. So I was like, yeah, I looked that one up. Yeah, Sigma and I saw one just like it. So do you think it opens the same way? Try it and find out. Alright, we're gonna go... Armory. Sun, Moon, Star. And if anyone's curious, I am playing on hard mode. So I'm not getting help from my peoples. But I'm also getting these. So. Well done! Good work. Sun, sun, star. Da-da-da-dum. Oh, looks like it'll open up with the other password too. Seems like it. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. First we've got a map. It says floor A. Yeah. We can take a close look at it later. There's still more stuff in here. Why don't you get the rest of it first? Right. Next we've got a card. 2 cards actually. These must open the AB rooms. See? They've got Amidex's room right there. Yeah, you're probably right. Then we can use these to open the AB rooms. Yeah. But how are we supposed to get back to the warehouse? That's where all the AB rooms are. We can go back the way we came, but that door's locked. I think the answer to that is in the safe. See? Read this note. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened a door, you can hop through it as much as you like. Chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I cannot keep you from going in and out of them. Any color bracelet can go through them and as many people as you like. But, you have to escape before you can take advantage of this free reign rule. Once you've activated a chromatic door and gone through it to the puzzle beyond, it won't let you go back until you solve the puzzle. Interesting. So it's saying that once we get out of here, we'll be able to head back to the warehouse. Yeah. There's another piece of paper in here. It looks like part of a newspaper. Why would someone put a newspaper in here? Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. What the hell? What's Radical 6? Wait, quarantine? No way. Look, we can talk about this later. Right now, we need to get out of here as fast as we can. But, forget it! Just do what I tell you to do. The last thing in the safe is probably the key. So we can finally get out of here? She's nodding. Let's go. The thing that keeps the door locked. It says lock. Alright, here we go. Okay. Yep. 3, 2, 1. Open! Open sesame! You found it! Another elevator, huh?
You think this actually works?
I don't know. Only one way to find out, though.
Hey, someone's coming.
Luna, Clover, and Kay.
With Dio, Quark, and Alice tagging along, looks like.
What's going on here?
We bumped into them a little while ago.
Who'd have thought we'd bump into you, too?
Let me see the map.
Oh, sure. Alice for the win, huh? Ah, I get it. All 3 routes end up here.
That map. It's just like the one we found in the crew quarters.
Crew quarters?
Oh, we found a map like that too. There was one in the lounge.
There's a lounge? Anyway, ours was at the infirmary.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
Bum 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 bum. That's how you die? Well, you know.
What the? Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looked like the ones we saw earlier.
Lock, huh? Yep, won't budge.
Yeah, just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Nope.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh, no, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers? Oh yeah, the time left. Looks like 2 hours. 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Well, looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Sigma, where's that note you found?
Oh, right.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the crew quarters.
Yeah, we got one of those. Found it in a safe in the lounge.
There are a few more rules for you. Once you open the door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I can't keep you from going in and out of them. Any color or bracelet can go through them, and as many people as you like. But, you have to escape before you can take advantage of this free reign rule. Once you've activated a chromatic door and gone through it to the puzzle beyond, it won't let you go back until you solve the puzzle. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get in through the warehouse. Get into the warehouse. Excuse me. What is your favorite phase?
We can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
We found some too.
That makes 6 then. 1 for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
Alright, fine. I'm going.
Infirmary.
This is the infirmary then. We were able to walk right in, just like the note said.
That means you can come visit the lounge too. You'd like it, Grandpa. There's lots of alcohol. They've even got some of your favorite.
Oh, well, that sounds great. Maybe I'll go have a drink later.
What the hell, man? How are you so damn calm?
Wait, Grandpa? Did Tenmyoji and Quark know each other? Were they actually related? I was about to ask when something else caught my attention. Someone behind the divider was talking to someone else. I snuck a look around.
Do you think there's a connection?
I can't be sure yet, but there's no way this is all just coincidence.
Yeah, there's even a 0.
Whatever it is that's going on, we need to get in touch with headquarters and fast.
Yeah, I agree. They probably figured out we're gone by now.
Yeah,
Do you think they'll find us?
let's hope so.
How are these two connected? I know. I think Quark is so cute. I really do. I love Quark.
Oh, you're finally done? You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
For yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, B.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise...
Well, do you really need me to spell it out?
Forget it.
That's a good boy.
Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier. Namely, how do you get more BP?
We go into the AB rooms, right? Look. We've got some keys for them right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6 altogether.
But who goes into what room?
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yes.
What do we do after we go into the room?
Play a game. Just like it says on the door. You play the Ambidex game!
Wait, what's ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous. Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right. But it can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
It's a game of betrayal, then.
Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way.
Then what's the Nonary Game?
Oh, that refers to the whole enchilada. The Nonary Game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The Ambidex Game is just a mini-game you play as part of the larger one. Make sense?
Like hell. This shit is confusing.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, Dio?
Arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am, so you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please? I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside. I think it'll probably be easier to understand
Are a few sandwiches sort of a picnic, yeah. Kay, Quark, and myself went to the AB game. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion of who'd go into which door, and Fi and I found ourselves heading into the leftmost room. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head into?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay, okay.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What? This game's got a time limit too? What? 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 What the hell? Who is this?
Fuck if I know. Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
Yeah, right. Hey, guys, get over here. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. I didn't wait for a response, just turned around and followed Fi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us was blood. She's covered in blood. I leaned down to listen at her mouth. Nothing. No breath. With shaking hands, I felt against her neck for a pulse. No movement, just cold skin.
What the hell were you yelling at? What's going on here?
Is she?
Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here.
Okay. Come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Yeah. She's not breathing and I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or a suicide to you?
Looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
Part of them?
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously. Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was. Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
DOK and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Tenmyoji only stared. His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point. But it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us. Not quite. It was more like he was staring toward us. A smoldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized Tenmyoji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we'd found the body. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored, and his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old, dry piece of wood. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed, as if we were afraid she might break. She looked so peaceful, almost like she's just going to wake up any minute now.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but... What?
I have a medical license.
You're a nurse?
No.
You're a doctor?
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy? Oh, I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an ATOM. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes, I think I should be able to manage that.
Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Sex, female. Estimated age, 65 to 75 years. Diagnosis, deceased. Cause of death, exsanguination. Estimate time of death, 3 to 4 hours. Damage trajectory, weapon entered through the 4th intercostal, piercing heart. Wound characteristics, clean, continuous, one sharp, one blunt. 150 millimeters, 30 millimeters, wound width, 3 millimeters. Conclusion. Based on the characteristics described above, there's a 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp single knife. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a clarinet or something?
It means a tool of some sort. A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left. Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious.
Fi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten in there after you 2 left. Okie dokie, Shard. Love you. Which means...
Fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that? I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly. But now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero, or rather Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Junior, the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Junior told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing someone is just part of the game to him?
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
And that is?
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
You see? Just as I said. Zero Junior ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Senior's plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
We're really going in there? I kinda don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago. Don't be so squeamish!
What? Are you worried there's a ghost or something?
No, of course not. It's just... Doesn't that bother you?
Nope. I don't believe in ghosts. I feel bad that she died, of course. But there's not really anything I can do about that, is there?
Damn, you're pretty cold, you know that?
I prefer bold, but whatever. I just don't let emotions get in the way.
That's pretty much the definition of cold.
Anyway, let's go. Looks like the others have already gone in.
Fine. What is it? You find a ghost or something?
No. Look at the screen. There's something there.
The screen. And there goes the door.
Yep.
Hooray! Everybody's finally here! I've been waiting.
So have we. We got some questions for you, Zero. Who was that old wolf?
Ugh. Well, all of you, please stop bombarding me with questions.
All?
Other people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but B.O. is especially loud. For real, B.O., I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions from now on. No answers for anybody, okay? You just have to wait. Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano. Well, there are 2 people in each pair, aren't there? So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess. Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors. For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Tenmioldi and went through the yellow door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Tenmioldi. And it goes the other way too. Tenmioldi's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Peter's enemy will be me. And Dio and Frank's enemy will be Alas. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
What? Don't get it? Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it. Do you? All you guys have to do is pick! Just pick one of those easy options! Your BP will go up or down, depending on what a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The plus and minus are from your point of view. So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they. And you'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside. We call that the best pals outcome. Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3. We call that the stupid jerk face outcome. Somebody did that to me, I'd skin them and stew them with some taters. The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally. This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2. We call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent. If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything. Absolutely zero change in BP. Boring. We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most. You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? Well, let me explain. Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here too. The 2 of you only get 1 vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray. That doesn't mean you split your points, though. You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get. Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually, there's a little bit more, but it'll just have to wait, I guess. After all, it's almost time!
Hey, wait!
No, I won't wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Evil laughter, huh?
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later! Have a nice trauma!
We don't have time to talk about this. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors? God, I don't remember
We
this
have
at
to
all.
decide who's gonna press the button.
And you think that's a good way to decide?
Just shut up and do it. 1, 2, 3. Rock.
Paper. Looks like I won.
Damn it. So what are you gonna pick?
I guess
We're
ally?
playing against Tenmyoji. Do you have any reason to think he won't betray you?
I guess not.
If he does, what does that make our BP?
We'd be down to 1 point each. Backstab her? No, I wouldn't backstab Fi. But that's not hopeless. I mean, sure, we'd be a little further away from our goal, but all we gotta do is earn those points back.
And when will we do that?
Okay, well, I don't actually know. But it's pretty obvious that we'll be playing this game more than once. After all, we can't get to 9 BP if we don't.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Well, you won. The decision's yours. Now decide. Ally or betray?
3, 2,
1. In that last moment before the counter reached 0, I made my choice. We're gonna ally this time, and then we'll go back and betray after we go through this side.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Arg. Arg, arg. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running towards a projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that?
So you chose Ally, huh?
You don't get to complain. I won, remember?
Not complaining. I just think you're being a little soft-hearted.
Aw, you worry too much. I'm sure Tenmyoji chose Ally, too.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You don't have any facts, just misguided optimism.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! But no! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. We should have a look at those results.
Fine.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally.
Let's get ready to rock!
Let's see.
Ambidex game! Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Oh! I was not expecting that!
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
I was not expecting that!
Sigma. Phi. Sorry.
Why? Tenmyoji, why? I trusted you.
Look, I said I was sorry.
See? I told you. A soft heart is the easiest to break. Do you understand what kind of game this is now?
Just tell me one thing, Tenmyoji. Why did you do it?
Are you serious? Someone's dead, and not just dead, murdered. I got no reason to think that murderer wasn't one of you. Only an idiot trusts someone he's never met when there's a killer on the loose. You think I had a choice? Right. I think that's enough for me. I'm old, and I'm tired. So tired.
Tenmyoji shuffled off, the same weight I'd seen earlier sitting heavy on his shoulders. It was only then that I noticed an angry voice nearby.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Hey, look, lady, I was gonna choose Ally, I swear to God. But just as I'm about to do it, this little bastard runs in and hits the betray button.
What?
Oh, come on. Really gonna just try and play it dumb, huh? You're a manipulative little twerp, aren't you?
Quark, is he telling the truth? Were you the one who chose Betray? No! I didn't do anything! I didn't have a chance to do anything before Mr. Dio pressed the button! I'm telling the truth! I promise!
Sure, kid. Whatever. The cute and innocent act isn't gonna work.
No! Fine. You just wait.
Alice turned on her heel and stormed off before Quark could reply, leaving him alone with Dio.
your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me? How could you do that, Mr. Dio? You're a jerk.
I moved away silently to let them stare daggers at one another. It seemed that theirs wasn't the only team facing some friction, however.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose betray? Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
The air in the room seemed to turn thick and sour, hanging over us like a brooding, angry cloud. It was a grim omen of darker times to come.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
Oops! You had to say something.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon Round. Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Moon cards. Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore, since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now, you'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Of course, you could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where everybody just keeps going back and forth and losing points. After all, if there's nobody with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5. Round 100, round 2000, you might even go all the way up to round 24,009,004,897. Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know, can you?
There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing, Ziggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
But wait, hold on a minute. Do these things even come off?
No, yes! They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's two ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Bio. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do!
Oh, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
You die.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right? Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round.
Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything? Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game.
There. That's pretty clear, right?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Alas or Siggy.
Or Fido.
Or maybe Mooney. Or maybe everyone.
What?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate and we'll die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
I get it. Sigma, Phi, Alice, and I only have 1 BP. If any of us chose Ally and got betrayed, our BP would drop below 0.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew.
took a moment to go over everything in my head. I already know this. Yeah, my color's changed. It's magenta now.
Mine's magenta too.
Me too. Hey, wait. It wasn't just the color that changed. I'm a solo now.
Looks like Clove and I are still pairs, though.
I'm a yellow pair now.
I am yellow as well, but it seems I'm still a pair.
Then who's the yellow solo?
Me.
Still a solo. Looks like I'm cyan.
I'm a cyan pair. Aren't you one too?
Yeah. Says pear, and the color's cyan.
When did they change?
Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything! Now, with all of that explained,
Sorry, skipping through stuff we've already seen. Alright, there we go. Spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head, stood up straight, and headed off. One, two, or three? Both of you were correct.
Ah, Sigma.
Another dude. This place is turning into a real sausage fest.
What are you telling me for? Oh yeah, you were one of the first people in here, weren't you?
Yeah, so?
Well, did you notice anything?
No. Although I guess I did notice that the sofa's pretty comfortable.
Okay. How about something more useful?
I'd say that the comfort level of a sofa is pretty useful.
Right.
Dio, what's this?
That? What, you can't tell? It's a dirty magazine.
Oh, come on! It's about astronomy. Can you even read?
Can you even see? Just look at those rings on Saturn. Don't they excite you?
Different strokes, I guess.
It appears to be a special dedicated to a lunar eclipse. The cover says the eclipse can be observed on December 31st, 2028.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess it did say something like that.
December 31st, huh? That's 6 days from now, right?
6 days, huh?
You mean today is December 25th?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it is. Depends on how long I was out after they hit me with that gas, I suppose.
Hey, Kay. Your team went to the crew quarters, right? Did you find anything?
Nothing of interest.
You'd better not be hiding something.
There really wasn't anything helpful. At least, nothing that could help us escape. There was a book about a cat, though.
A cat? What, so now Zero Senior's a crazy cat lady? Just what the hell are we supposed to do with that tidbit?
Well, it's more useful than how comfortable the sofa is.
Hey, the sofa's comfort level is very useful. What?
I think you must have misunderstood me. This book isn't for, cat ladies. It's about Schrodinger's cat.
I don't really give a shit about the breed, genius. Anyway, I'm a dog person, if you couldn't tell.
No, it's not an issue of breed.
Okay. So it's a story about poor Mr. Schrodinger and his beloved cat, right? Don't tell me. The cat dies at the end. Who fucking who?
Fine. Never mind.
Just as I was about to open my mouth and tell Kay that I cared about what he'd found, even if Dio didn't, Luna and Phi appeared.
Oh, hello, Sigma.
So this is where you were.
Did any of you find anything?
Nope, we got squat.
You were looking, though, right?
Yeah.
Hey, answer me.
Well, I mean, we weren't wasting time. I was just asking them about what they'd found.
And?
Nothing.
Useless.
What about you, Sigma? You were one of the people searching the infirmary, weren't you?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. It'd take too long to explain. Just have a look at this. I dug the paper out of my pocket and handed it to Luna.
It looks like a piece of newspaper.
Yeah, we found it in the infirmary safe.
The headline says, Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What? What is Radical 6?
Just read the article.
Okay. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised.
A cold silence fell over the room. For several long minutes, no one spoke. It was Kay who finally broke the spell.
Is there a chance? I mean, I certainly hope it isn't the case, but could it be that this facility is, in fact, one of the quarantine locations that clipping mentions?
Then, you're saying we're all infected with this Radical 6 virus?
I don't know. It doesn't really fit. I mean, none of us have shown any kind of symptoms, right?
Well, I do feel a little strange. I've lost my balance a few times.
My body feels kind of weird too, now that you mention it.
That's probably just because you were asleep for so long.
Are you suggesting that our incarceration here has nothing to do with this article?
Yeah. It just doesn't add up. The order's backwards. Maybe if we'd been thrown in here after this virus started spreading. But right now it looks like we were abducted before this thing turned into a pandemic. How's that make any kind of sense? Besides, you found that article in the safe, right? That means Zero Senior put it there specifically so we could find it and read it.
Why would Zero do something like that?
So that we'd think this place is a quarantine facility. So that we'd think what Zero wants us to think.
How do you mean?
And this thing is just a prop. Something to set the scene. Zero's trying to freak us out. That article is a fake.
You've got a point. If it was real, then why cut it out? Just leave a newspaper with the article circled in red pen or something.
Right? That lazy son of a bitch. Probably too much of a pain in the ass to fake a whole paper.
What does the other side look like?
The other side? Oh, hold on. It's black.
See? There you go. Why would a newspaper just be black on one side?
Well, perhaps there was an ad there.
An ad?
Some sort of full-page ad with a black background.
No. I'd bet you money an article like this was front page news. It's too big of a story. And I really don't think they put a full page ads on the back of the front page.
Exactly. Even I know that, and I can count the number of times I've read a paper on one hand. If Zero Senior really wanted to trick us, why not go all out? Only an idiot would fall for this. It's pathetic. Am I right or what?
I suppose you do have a point.
Yes, I agree.
Besides, I don't remember ever hearing any news about any pandemic. If it was really killing hundreds of thousands of people, I'm pretty sure that would have been on the news or something.
You're right. We would have heard about it.
Alright, let's have a look around. See if we can find anything else.
Good idea.
I'll be off then. What about you guys? The consensus seemed to be that they intended to remain. Okay. See you all later. With a wave, I made my way to the exit. Where to next? Infirmary or crew quarters? Uno or dos? Shit does happen, let me tell you. We'll go to the infirmary. Oh! I just saw crew when I hit infirmary. Sorry. Oh, I know how that is.
What do you want?
Want? I just came by to check up on you.
Oh, I thought maybe you were here to kill me.
Why would I do that?
Because I betrayed you in the last AB game. I'm the reason you and Fire down to 1 BP.
Yeah, but that's hardly a reason to kill you.
Maybe.
It was clear that conversation wasn't going anywhere. I shut my mouth and looked around the room. So it's just you in here?
On this side of the divider, yeah.
This side.
Quark's over there, having a look around. And there's... You really gonna make me say it?
Oh, the lady who was murdered, you mean? Yeah, you've been acting kinda weird ever since we found her. Why is that?
What, isn't that normal? We found a dead body. Who the hell doesn't get a little freaked out? What ain't normal is all of you just running around like nothing happened. Hell, some of you probably don't even remember she's in here.
That's just because we've got a lot of other stuff to think about. Can you blame them for being a little single-minded? They're trying to escape from a game that's just made it clear that it has no problems killing them.
Oh, just trying to survive, huh?
Yeah.
Don't you think we ought to figure out who killed her first?
What does that have to do with anything?
You don't think much, do you? I'll bet you a pound of neodymium the bastard who grabbed us is the same bastard who killed her. Who else could it be?
If Zero is one of us, then you're saying one of us murdered the old lady. You saw it too, right? The person in the gas mask?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything?
Not really. The gas made pretty short work of me. Me and Quark.
What? You and Quark were grabbed together?
Yeah. Yeah, we were.
Is he your grandson?
So what if he is? Why do you want to know? That doesn't have anything to do with what's going on here.
But what if it does? Maybe it'll shed some light on something else.
I'm pretty sure it won't.
Why's that?
Quark's got nothing to do with this.
This has something to do with you then?
What is it, goddammit? What do you want? Why don't you just leave me alone?
Because you're suspicious.
Wait, what? There's nothing suspicious about me.
Alright, tell me this then. When and where did Zero Senior abduct you?
Yeah, forgive me if I don't feel like spilling my guts to a guy who probably hates him right now.
Alright, fine. I'll just ask Quark. Quark!
Hey, stop it. Quark! Don't tell him a damn thing!
Whoa, you're getting more suspicious by the... I started towards the partition as I spoke, with the intention of finding Quark. I found him as I rounded the divider, but... he was just standing there, a blank, slightly confused look on his face. Hey, Quark? You alright? Can you hear me?
Huh? What? Is something happening?
I turned to look at Tenmyoji. He looked back, confused. Weren't you listening to our conversation?
Yeah. You were just talking so fast. I couldn't really understand.
Fast?
My head felt kind of foggy, and I couldn't really make out what you were saying. I'm fine now, though. Whatever it was seems to be gone.
Are you sure you're okay?
I think I'm just tired. Being stuck in this place is pretty exhausting. And...
He glanced at the bed in the back of the room. On it lay the body of the old woman. What? Tenmyoji! What the hell were you thinking? You can't let Quark back here.
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. Quark, get over here.
Anyway. You're really sure you're okay now?
Yeah.
Maybe Luna should have a look at you. Supposedly, she's some sort of doctor.
I said I was fine. Gosh, Grandpa, you're such a worrier. You always freak out over nothing. I'm fine.
It looks to me like you're doing fine. I guess we don't have anything to worry about.
Yep. Come on. Let's get back to work. I'm guessing you didn't find a secret passage somewhere, huh?
Nope.
I see.
Yeah. I'll go check up on the others then. And Myoji. Keep an eye on him, alright?
What, you think I need you to tell me that?
I grinned and turned towards the exit. Where to go next? There was only one place I hadn't visited. He reminds you of Quark from Star Trek? Maybe that was the point.
Oh, Sigma.
Well, have you found anything?
No, what
Nothing.
about you?
I looked through 3 or 4 of the rooms in here. No secret passages so far.
I don't think we're gonna find any. Do you really think Zero Senior is that stupid?
You're probably right. A secret passageway would be a pretty serious oversight. I have a lot of choice adjectives for Zero, but I admit stupid isn't one of them.
Right?
Hey, there's something I've been wondering about.
What?
So what exactly is the deal with the two of you?
What do you mean?
Well, you obviously know each other pretty well.
Yeah, we do. We're half-sisters. Any chance you'd buy that one?
Sorry.
Then what do you think we are?
I didn't feel like playing games. What's headquarters supposed to mean?
What?
I heard you two talking in the infirmary. You said something about getting in touch with headquarters.
Alice, what should we do?
Alice laid her hands on her hips and sighed.
Clover and I are co-workers.
Okay, and where do you co-work?
We can't tell you that.
Why not? Is it some sort of secret government project that you can't talk about?
You can tell yourself that if it makes you feel better.
Does it have something to do with Zero?
Well, why would you think that?
Because you seem to know more about Zero than you're letting on, Clover. The way you were talking in the infirmary. There's even a Zero. Sure sounds like you've heard of Zero before to me. And Alice, from what you two were saying, I bet you know something about Zero too. Come on, you can't hide it forever. Just tell me what's going on here.
Well, this isn't the first time something like this has happened.
Clover.
It's okay. I think we can tell him a little.
What do you mean this isn't the first time?
About a year ago, 9 people were kidnapped and forced to play a game. The rules were different, but it was called the Nonary Game too. Oh, wait, I guess only 7 of them were really kidnapped. I mean, 2 of them were actually the ones behind it. No, I guess if I count the other 2, then there were 9. Anyway, the people behind that Nonary Game also called themselves Zero.
Whoa, hold on there, Clover. Can you give me more details? Besides, how do you even know about this in the first place?
Because I was part of it. I was one of the people who got kidnapped.
What? You mean this is your second Nonary Game?
No, it's my 3rd.
Third?
The same thing happened 10 years ago.
Wait. What are you... Then that means you have to have something to do with this.
I guess you could say that.
What do you mean you guess? How could you not? Whoever keeps doing these Nonary games must have decided they want you to play a 3rd one.
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because the game was run by a different person both times. And the guy behind the first Nonary Game has already been arrested.
What about the second one? You said there were 2 people for that one.
They're still on the run, but...
Then it has to be them.
No. I really don't think so.
Why?
Because they already did what they were trying to do. There's no way they'd have another Nonary game.
Okay, well that makes no sense. So let me see if I have this straight. The Nonary game has already been done twice, by different people and for different reasons.
Yes. Well, I can't be totally sure, but I think so.
Then why is whoever's doing this calling it the Nonary game? Is it just a coincidence that they're calling themselves Zero?
I don't know.
That's not good enough. You've got to think. Clover, you're the key to figuring all this out, but you've got to think.
But I don't know. Oh. The gas mask.
The gas mask. Oh yeah, I saw it too. But what about it?
Well, somebody in a gas mask showed up and used that white smoke stuff on me. That's what happened a year ago. And that's what happened on the 22nd. Someone with a gas mask attacked Alice and me while we were...
Whoa. Then it's gotta be the same person.
But I don't know why they do that. I mean, they already did what they needed to do. And if it was them, then I don't know why all these other people are here. Except for me and Alice, none of you guys have anything to do with what happened a year ago. Right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know I didn't have anything to do with it. Are you sure you've never met any of the other people here?
Yeah, I'm sure. I know I've never met Luna, or Dio, or Tenmyoji, or Quark, or Phi. But Kay...
Right. There's no way to know who he is under that armor. And if his memory loss is real, he wouldn't know even if he had met any of us.
Unless we can get that mask off him, I can't say for sure if I've met him before or not.
Then before one of us could break the silence... Uh-oh. Tenmyoji? What's wrong?
Luna! Where's Luna?
She's not here.
What's wrong?
It's Quark. Something bad's happened.
Hey, calm down. What happened to Quark?
He just collapsed. I have to find Luna. She said she was some kind of a doctor, right?
Luna's over in the lounge. Where's Quark?
He's in the infirmary.
Got it. I'll go get Luna. You head back to the infirmary. Clover, Alice, you're with me.
Okay.
Right.
We bolted out of the crew quarters and headed towards the lounge and Luna. See, we're getting lots of information now. The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds his results lit up the screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
Oh no.
I felt my stomach lurch. Don't tell me.
Yes. He's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
Have you heard of this virus? Radical 6, I mean?
Yeah, they have. I told them about it before we went to the lounge.
What? No. No, that can't be right. Quark can't be... There must be something we can do. How can we cure him?
Well, the Atom says that there's an antiviral serum called Excelavir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Where is it?
Was there none in the infirmary?
Sigma, Tenmyoji, and I looked everywhere. We didn't find anything.
We didn't find anything like that in the crew quarters either.
No luck in the lounge.
Oh God. Then he's going to... Oh God, no.
Tenmyoji's voice broke as he spoke. With a tortured sigh, he collapsed to his knees.
Quark?
Quark! Oh, thank God. You're awake.
Get away from me!
What? Quark, what are you...
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't. I have to.
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But how?
Like this!
Quark's hand moved like lightning. He grabbed hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight towards his heart.
No! Let go! Let go of me!
Pretty tough for a kid. Hey, guys! I could use a hand here.
Yeah, right.
It is dark. This is a very dark story.
Me too. Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
Tenmyoji, what the hell are you doing? Get over here! Oh no. Tenmyoji, can you even hear me?
Oh. Right.
Damn you! Bastards! Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body! They can't lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape! Please! You have to let me go! Let me go! I'm trapped here! Let me die! I have to die! Kill me! Somebody! Anybody! Kill me! Kill me!
It's the infection. Jesus, this kid's lost it. Hey, somebody get that scalpel away from him.
Right! I've got it!
Good job, Clover. Quark barely even seemed to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream and writhe like he was possessed. What are we going to do? We've got to calm him down somehow.
Luna,
Yes?
are there any tranquilizers in here?
No. Well, I mean,
What?
there's Soparil Beta.
Soparil?
That's the anesthetic! The one that's in our bracelets!
Good, perfect. Hit him with some of that.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But...
Just hurry up and do it! Come on, Luna!
Okay, let me just... Okay, I've got it.
Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right.
No! Stop! Stop!
Poor kid.
Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves. Everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Alright, I guess we're good for now.
Yes.
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
He shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh? Oh, well...
How much do you know about this Radical 6?
Oh, not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article Sigma showed me.
You'd better not be lying.
Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses that do the same thing. I was just making a guess. So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too? Yes. At least, I think so.
So what kind of virus is Radical 6? I pulled out the newspaper article out of my pocket and looked at it again. Everyone else crowded in.
Look at this last line. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised.
Are you saying this is some kind of quarantine zone?
I already explained this. That's not possible.
Why not?
Dio ran through what he'd told the rest of us in the lounge.
Then, you're saying the newspaper article was faked?
But the virus is clearly real. That Adam machine told us he was infected with Radical 6.
So, do you know how that thing works? I bet there's 1,000 ways to hack it. Zero Senior probably just programmed it so that it would spit out whatever he wanted. Besides, there was something Sigma mentioned. Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no, but...
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
What?
What did you say?
Whoa, 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 Alice, what the hell? Explain.
As much as I would love to. I'm sorry. Time's up.
What
Hit
time?
the buttons on your bracelet.
Shit. 5 minutes.
Then we only have 5 minutes until the chromatic doors open downstairs.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but I'd really need more than 5 minutes to explain this.
I love her necklace. Hi, honey.
Or would I? Who knows?
Fine. We'll deal with this later. Right now, we need to get to the elevator and head down to floor B.
What are we going to do about Quark?
I'll carry him.
Are you sure?
I can't just leave the boy here. Besides, if we don't have Quark's bracelet, there'll be one team who can't open their secondary door. If that happens...
They'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Including Quark.
I will carry Quark. I will be able to move much faster than Tenmyoji.
Huh. You make a good point. Look, are you sure about this? Can I trust you?
You have nothing to worry about.
Fine, just be careful.
Of course.
All right, let's go. We're running out of time, people. Move!
At Phi's command, we all began to run. The door opened and we spilled out into the warehouse. Warehouse!
Chromatic doors have opened.
Of course they have.
5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
You've been bad?
They're open. We need to hurry.
Now,
who's going to go in which door?
What are our options?
We're almost out of time. Pay attention. We've only got time to do this once. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
Remember, I know where you sleep at night. The options Fi laid out for us is this. Option A. Clover and I, Magenta, pair up with Tanmyoji, Cyan, to go through the blue door. Luna and Fi pair up with Dio, Yellow, to go through the green door. Kay and Alice, Yellow, pair up with Quark, Magenta, to go through the red door. Option B. Clover and I, Magenta, pair up with Dio, Yellow, to go through the red door. Luna and Fi, Cyan, pair up with Quark, Magenta, to go through the blue door. Kay and Alice, Yellow, pair up with Tenmyoji, Cyan, and go through the green door. Option C. Clover and I, Magenta, pair up with Quark, Magenta, to go through the green door. Luna and Fi, Cyan, pair up with Tenmyoji, Cyan, to go through the red door. Kay and Alice, Yellow, pair up with Dio, Yellow, to go through the blue door.
Three minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
So, who do we want to pair up with?
I think the people who have the greatest disadvantage should get to choose.
What do you mean?
The people who have 1 BP.
So you, Phi, Luna, and Sigma?
Yes, exactly.
All right then. Who do you want to go with, Alice?
Anyone but Dio. I'd rather die than get paired up with that prick. Just anyone but him.
Damn. That's a lot of hate.
What did you expect? You betrayed me.
Hey, I told you already. That was Quark.
I don't believe you.
What? You're telling me you trust him more than me? Anybody other than Dio could mean Quark, you know. You willing to pair up with him?
He's asleep. I don't really think I need to worry about him voting.
I glanced over at Quark. He looked tiny, cradled in Kay's arms, fast asleep. If I didn't know any better, I'd think he was just a kid who'd tired himself out from playing too hard.
All right, bye. Who do you want to go with?
Anyone other than Tenmyoji is fine. My reasoning is the same as Alice's. He betrayed me last time.
I guess that's fair.
If we want to honor Alice and Phi's requests, then we can go with any option besides C. So, A or B?
Hold on. We've got 2 other people with 1 BP. How about you, Luna?
I don't really have a preference. Clover and Kay did betray me last time, but...
They're both pairs now, though. And since you're a pair too, there's no way you'd end up going through the same door as them.
Yeah.
Alright then, Sigma. What about you?
Let's see. Clover and I were a pair. That meant that I had to choose one of 3 solos. Tenmyoji, Dio, or Quark? Tenmyoji? We can do Tenmyoji. I'll take Tenmyoji, so we'll go through the blue door.
Me? But I picked Betray last time.
Exactly. So I'll just make you pick Ally this time. Well, I guess I should say you won't have a choice.
Is that so? You mind telling me how you'll do that?
I'd love to, but we don't really have time. Ask me again later, okay?
Fine. You're on.
So we're doing option A. That means Luna, Dio, and I will go through the green door.
Which leaves the red door for Quark, Kay, and me.
Any objections? Good. Let's go.
Listen, take care of Quark, alright?
You needn't worry.
I'll watch out for him.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Hurry up, guys. The door's closing.
I'm going.
With only seconds to spare, we dash through the blue door.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Three doors. Which one should we take?
Seems like kind of a silly question. I mean, they're all locked, aren't they? How can we go through any of them if they're locked?
Well, this thing here's got a lever on it. Maybe that does something.
Why don't you pull it and find out?
Right.
Oh hey, it looks like one of them opened.
But only one. Why's that?
They're probably telling us we should go that way.
Might as well then. I don't remember what's in here. Oh. So this is the exit, huh? Nothing. Locked tight. Won't even budge. So what the hell is this place?
The door said PEC. Guessing it's not for working out, though.
It looks like it's probably an acronym or abbreviation or something, but for what? Prepared emergency chocolate or private ecclesiastical commode?
Oh, wait a sec. There's a manual here. I think it explains what this room is for.
What's it say?
Hold on. This facility is pressurized, maintaining much higher air pressure than the surrounding environment. Airborne viral contagions.
What?
Quiet. Keep reading, Clover.
Oh, right. Airborne viral contagions have necessitated this step, which is intended to prevent contamination of the installation. All persons wishing to exit the facility must do so through this pressure exchange chamber. Once the chamber has been sealed, the pressure can be lowered to match the surrounding environment. Before the PEC can be depressurized, all occupants must be wearing Level A hazmat suits to prevent infection. The PEC will not function unless all occupants are wearing appropriate protective equipment.
Whoa. What's going on here? Are they trying to say that the air out there is full of some horrible virus?
I don't think it's just any virus.
It has to be Radical 6.
Oh man. And that newspaper article was true. Several long moments of silence crawled past. The three of us just stared at one another, our minds working to make sense of this new information. Eventually, Clover shuffled to one of the lockers and opened it.
Is this one of those hazmat suits the manual was talking about?
Yeah, I figure they are.
We won't be able to get into the pressure exchange thing unless we've got those on then.
And getting that room to decompress is the only way we'll get outside.
So where is the actual decompression room?
Have a look. See that lift over there?
Oh yeah. This room's divided into 2 floors, upper and lower.
We're on the lower floor right now. Earlier, we were on the upper one.
And this is the actual pressure exchange chamber. No good. This one's locked too.
Won't open, huh?
Nope.
Okay, it's probably pointless, but humor me on this. Let's go put on those suits, come back here, and try the door again. Maybe, just maybe, we can get out.
Well, it does seem like that's how this thing is supposed to work. But do you really think it'll be that easy?
It's hard to believe Zero Sr. would make that big of a mistake.
Well, let's have a look around anyway. Maybe we'll find something about that virus.
Yeah, good idea.
What are we standing around for then? Get to it.
They are like mice in a lab. That is actually a very good, Everybody on? Yep. I'm good. Okay, here we go. Oh, you see that key down there? I wanna go back in there. Huh? Is there something in there? Looks like a key. I feel like this glass panel is supposed to open. And of course, it's locked. That would be too easy. I wonder what this number is. Do you think maybe it's a hint to help us unlock the panel? 25113, huh? 5 cylinders. Press the triangular buttons above and below the column to change the image. Change all 5 buttons as appropriate, then press the yellow button on the right. Alright, let's do this. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. No good. Won't open. It's locked? Looks like it, but I don't see a keyhole. And I don't think we can open it. You're right. Guess we might as well leave these suckers alone for now. One of those protective suits. If we put these on, we should be able to get into the decompression chamber. Well, let's do it then. You managed to get it on? Yeah. It's a little big on me, but I should be okay. I'm ready to go. Should we go then? Yeah, might as well. This is a manual. Yeah, okay. Well, there was another piece of paper in there. It has some kind of drawing on it. What? You have found an instruction manual for outside the pressure exchange chamber door. You can view it in the archive. I think these are also suits. Okay. It won't open. No keyhole here either. Okay. Well, this is the machine, I guess. I can't find a power button. Me either, but there's a cord coming out in the back. See? Yeah, that's a USB cable. You think we're supposed to plug it into something? Okay. Let's go into that exchange room, shall we? Back down it is then. Okay, where's the damn door? Now that we got these things, we can go inside, right? What the hell? The handle still won't move. Maybe that touchscreen on the door unlocks it. What? That's a pain. Why would they do that? Security, maybe? When you select the yellow guide ring, the other rings will appear at the other points that you can draw lines to. Okay. When you select the yellow point guide ring, the other rings will appear at other points that you can draw lines to. Select one of those rings will draw a line connecting the two. Repeat this process until you connected all three pairs. Not sure I understand. I don't think I understand that. Bum, 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 bum. Actually, I think I'm gonna save it here. Because I don't remember this puzzle at all, and I'm going to drive myself mad trying to figure it out. So I think we're gonna save it here. It's a good place to save. And we will pick this up next week. And tomorrow, I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe I'll just play some No Man's Sky. I don't know. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Let's see who we're rating out to today. Burn the Drake? No, I don't think so. I know, it's, so Scout, too. Yeah, we're raiding. I know. I was just talking to Sylvie the other day, last night. What's she playing today? Let's go raid Sylvie. I love her new costume. Let's go raid. Her new avatar is so precious. I'm looking to get my new avatar done by the same person she had hers done. Yeah, that's gonna be a while before he can do. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Like, particular, like, are they looking for a mark or two? Or are they just getting the shiny aircraft?